Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we're going to fiber etch a stainless steel pen. Ever since I started CNCKing.com, a little over 5 years ago now, we started doing a lot of custom military work, aeronautical, and all those kind of very specialized niches because of our services that we can provide with our fiber laser. Now, the nice thing about fiber lasers is that they can actually etch into stainless steel or anneal it permanently. So what you see here is not ink, it's not printed, it's just the fiber laser etching into the steel in this case here and producing the branding, which is my corporate logo. Now you might think, well, why bother doing a pen, because you do all this really cool work. The problem is all the really cool work I can't really do any videos or show photos of. So actually a pen is actually a pretty good representation of some of the stuff or some of the issues we've had to contend with. So one of the biggest issues we have is that with fiber laser etching, we have an incredibly tight tolerance. And when it comes to parts, let's say with, we got to engrave inside of a part and we got things on the side, it's very easy for the laser head to hit the edges and screw the whole thing up. So the nice thing about our laser is that we can define it to say, well, either when you're done the job, go back to where you started, or just finish where it is, or do those kind of stuff. I don't have to have it go back to the 0 point, which would cause a lot of issues with some of our projects. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a look at our fiber laser etching out the inside of the stainless steel pen. Now another issue we have to contend with is the fiber laser is a very hot laser, especially when it comes to steel. If we're doing work on anodized aluminum or something like that, dissipates the heat, we don't have any issues. But with steel especially with very thin gauges, the fiber warms it up so much that it tends to warp. So yeah, I fiber etched the inside of the pen. You might say, well, that's nothing special, can you do the outside? And I did the outside too. Now what I want you to notice on this here is there's a little bit of a difference. You can probably see it in the video a little bit, but you'll see it better when the fiber laser is actually etching through it. And you'll notice that over here it goes a little bit out of focus, and here it's a little bit too much in focus. Now there's a couple of ways I could go ahead and fix that, but I left it in the video and I left it as is, just to give you an idea that this came out absolutely perfect, but because of some slight warping on that and probably not using a proper jig that we'd actually use for an industrial job, you can actually see how it goes from etching to annealing back and forth. Annealing is when you run your finger over it, you feel it's slightly raised, while etching is a little bit into the pan. So before we start a big job for a manufacturing business, let's say to add serialization to all the parts that they're manufacturing, we always do a production run of just a couple units, and during that time we make the calibrations necessary to produce a really amazing job for them. But also at the same time we generally make jigs for that project specifically. Now this was only one pan, so that's why I didn't bother doing it. So the results, as you can see here, were not the best, but you can still definitely see it. Now the other really nice thing about fiber etching, or annealing more specifically, is that stainless steel is a food grade metal, and stainless steel is used a lot in baking and actually food processing. And a couple of our customers are in that industry, and we can actually anneal measures and a bunch of other stuff on there, and it maintains their product as being food grade, and actually permanently brands it, which means that they can't remove it with Javex or other materials that are used to wash the stainless steel during the washout process between their food production runs. So if you're looking for custom etching or annealing on stainless steel or any other kind of metal, contact me at CNCKing.com and we'll do it for you.